February again, Leona Creek, for the California Center for Research and Advanced Paddling with another crap video. And 6 pads. This will be a record for me. I paddled with 5 pads, including the one on top. Had to move my foot brace about 3-4 holes further toward me because that going up pulls me away from there. So we're going to give this a try and see what it's like. With 5 pads, initially it feels really tippy, but on flat water I sort of adapt, and after a while I even forget I have the pads there. Of course, all this is to challenge my balance skills and make my Nelo 520 feel more like a Nelo 550 or a Epic V12 or thereabouts. I have to measure all the pads at some point. So this could be fun. Am I going to go swimming right at the beginning here? I'll start off with my feet straddling, put a little water on my Teflon top pad. Nice warm morning here. Go down the ramp a little bit maybe. No, I guess I need to come up. So I'm going to very gently ease into this. Oh yeah. I can feel that. That is tippiness. That is tippiness. At least for me. This is feeling to me more like the 560 that I sat in once, the Nelo 560, but I did not paddle at a demo day because I just felt that it was too tippy for me. That was on flat water. Wow, I can just feel it lifting that foot out. So let's see. Not too bad, but wow, I am sitting high, and so far I'm still sitting high and dry. Good chance to practice my racing stroke, and it is really flat, so that's going to help. If there was some wind, and if it were a weekend, I might stay in the creek because of the boat traffic and the wakes. But again, now, not too bad. A little bracing on the left side. Now, this is my cruising stroke. I'm not using a lot of downward pressure, which some people think you need to stay upright in a tippy boat. And I'm taking longer strokes, going past my hips, which some people think will also result in losing stability on a tippy boat. I think I hit something with my rudder. Felt a little bit of a deceleration there. And it'll be interesting to look at how much I'm twitching now, watching the bow and the wave deflector as I paddle, and maybe after I paddled a while. Okay, I'm gonna change my display so I see my speed and heart rate. I'm gonna try to do an MIF paddle around the marina, anywhere from about 5 to 8 miles, depending how I feel. Yeah, I mean, getting out of here sometimes can be tricky if there's wind or swell coming through. So I am very fortunate that that's not happening today. So we'll take a look at the tippiness. I am leaning a bit to my paddling side, which I think is okay. And basically I want that like a pendulum, just sort of rocking from one side to the other with no twitches in between, which would indicate I'm losing my stability. Paddling easy, 6 miles an hour it says, but I don't think so. Yeah, maybe it is 6. Now it's down to 5.4, 5.7, 6. It jumps around. So, there you go. Will I be crazy enough to try 7 pads? What will be interesting, if I show up at Mother's Beach, where most of the paddlers launch, and if I see a tippy boat, like a V10, V12, I know there's a fellow who paddles a Nelo 550, and if I could jump into one of those just to try and compare paddling on 6 pads. One of the things I like about the 6 pads is I think it's a better position for paddling. This is a 2019, I think, Nelo 550, the original, 520, the original, and I'm pretty sure it has a slightly higher seat, and it's not the wide one, it's the kind of a medium size bucket, and I believe this has a higher seat than either the larger bucket of 2019 or all of the Nelos made today. I think they all have lower buckets for increased stability and lower feet to match. So I'm probably pretty far up there. So the test will be when I meet a boat wake. So I need to do some more sort of bracing, maybe one side paddle drill. I don't like that so much. Yeah, I like, whoa! I don't know what that was. So yeah, just a little gentle wave may bring me over. Should have brought my neoprene jacket in case I do go for a swim. Be able to put that on. I have my neoprene vest stowed beyond my feet. So this will be the next test, running into boats and boat wakes. Okay, right on cue. So I'm going to be conservative and try to keep paddling gently, be ready to brace and hit that wake more or less at 90 degrees. Again, paddling on, sitting on 6 pads. Each pad seems to be about half an inch or so. Okay, here comes the wake. Wow, this is exciting. Exciting surf ski paddling. Notice that my leg drive goes to 0 as I encounter a challenging position, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. Now I'm going to go down, and I'm probably best right down the center of the sailing channel because there's no wind now and no sailing, and that should give me the greatest distance from the motorboats, power boats. I usually pedal on the edge of the motor channel. Between it, motor channels are on each side, sailing to the center. Now the challenge will be to see, why do I smell marijuana out here? If I can get my pulse up to at least 110, my MAF, and hopefully up to 120 and beyond with a tippy boat like this. Again, it's feeling better and better, almost normal. I am at 112, so that's good news, in very flat conditions. I think my foot brace is a little far away still. I would normally be getting a little bit more push, but this is good. And if I get to Mother's Beach, I can beach there and try it. So far so good. Nelo 520, 6 pads, which may be about 3 inches added height on my boat, and enjoying this. So I'll get some endurance MAF workout, and I'll get balance. And I'm using my smallest little baby paddle, the Jantex Baby Gamma, 600 square centimeter blades, and just at 190 length. So it's going to result in a higher cadence or stroke rate than I would normally do, and I think that's another good thing for me to practice, because I'm pretty low stroke rate. I'm at 116. So let me see if I can get it to 120, and then I'll do that for about at least a minute more on the video, and I can see my stroke rate. Okay, 122. Get another little wake. I'm gonna hit it 90 degrees. Try to keep paddling normally. Made that as I zigzag across the entrance channel. So I guess I'll call this my 520 plus 30, meaning it's really a 520, but it feels like a 550. Maybe even a 560. I don't think it feels like a 560, because I didn't feel confident paddling the 560 at all about a year ago, but maybe I've already developed some better skills. Okay, so I've been at 121 here for a while. I'm gonna hang on there. 121. Now I can measure my stroke rate. Compare that with my paddling at 120 heart rate with the Epic small mid-wing, which I did on my last paddle at 205 centimeters. I'm at the 122. This feels pretty good. So it looks like from now on, as long as the board is pretty flat, I'm going to be combining my balance with my MAF paddles. Maximum aerobic function. Okay, I'll be back a little later, see how it's going.